Hello everybody, I'm back. This is Uncle E, and this is your social media book club. Readers are leaders. And of course what we're doing is we are going through the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Get the book, follow along with us. You know what they say, if you put it in the book, most people won't find it. Well, we are changing that. Yes, we are changing that. So we're getting into law number 7. Law number 7, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Let us begin. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Oh, wow. Okay, let's keep reading. Judgment. Use the wisdom, knowledge, and legwork of other people to further your own cause. Not only will such assistance save you valuable time and energy, it will give you a godlike aura of efficiency and speed. In the end, your helpers will be forgotten and you will be remembered. Never do yourself what others can do for you. Oh, this is getting pretty juicy here, guys. Let's move on to the keys of power. See how we can use this, or see when we are being used by this law. Keys to power. The world of power has the dynamics of the jungle. There are those who live by hunting and killing, and there are also vast numbers of creatures, hyenas and vultures, who live off the hunting of others. These latter, less imaginative types are often incapable of doing the work that is essential for the creation of power. They understand early on, though, that if they wait long enough, they can always find another animal to do the work for them. Do not be naive. At this very moment, while you are slaving away on some project, there are vultures circling above, trying to figure out a way to survive and even thrive off your creativity. It is useless to complain about this or to wear yourself ragged with bitterness as Tesla did. Better to protect yourself and join the game. Once you have established a power base, become a vulture yourself and save yourself a lot of time and energy. Of the two poles of this game, one can be illustrated by the example of the explorer Vasco Nunez de Balboa. Balboa had an obsession, the discovery of El Dorado, a legendary city of vast riches. Early in the 16th century, after countless hardships and brushes with death, he found evidence of a great and wealthy empire to the south of Mexico in present-day Peru. By conquering this empire, the Incan, and seizing its gold, he would make himself the next Cortez. The problem was that even as he made his discovery, word of it spread among hundreds of conquistadors. He did not understand that half the game was keeping it quiet and carefully watching those around him. A few years after he discovered the location of the Incan Empire, a soldier in his own army, Francisco Pizarro, helped to get him beheaded for treason. Pizarro went on to take what Balboa had spent so many years trying to find. The other pole is that of the artist Peter Paul Rubens, who later in his career found himself deluged with requests for paintings. He created a system. In his large studio, he employed dozens of outstanding painters, one specializing in robes, another in backgrounds, and so on. He created a vast production line in which a large number of canvases would be worked on at the same time. When an important client visited the studio, Rubens would shoo his hired painters out for the day. While the client watched from a balcony, Rubens would work at an incredible pace with unbelievable energy. The client would leave in awe of this prodigious man, who could paint so many masterpieces in so short a time. This is the essence of the law. Learn to get others to do the work for you while you take the credit, and you will appear to be of godlike strength and power. If you think it important to do all the work yourself, you will never get far, and you will suffer the fate of the Balboas and Teslas of the world. Find people with skills and creativity you lacked. Either hire them while putting your own name at the top of theirs, or find a way to take their work and make it your own. Their creativity thus becomes yours, and you seem a genius to the world. There's another application of this law that does not require the puristic use of the contemporary's labor. Use the past, a vast storehouse of knowledge and wisdom. Isaac Newton called this standing on the shoulders of giants. He meant that in making his discoveries, he had built on the achievements of others. A great part of his aura of genius, he knew, was attributable to his shrewd ability to make the most of the insights of ancient, medieval, and Renaissance scientists. Shakespeare borrowed plots, characterizations, and even dialogue from Plutarch. among other writers, for he knew that nobody surpassed Plutarch in writing the subtle psychology and witty quotes. How many later writers have in their turn borrowed from or plagiarized Shakespeare? We all know how few of today's politicians write their own speeches. Their own words would not win them a single vote. Their eloquence and wit, whatever there is of it, they owe to a speechwriter. Other people do the work, they take the credit. The upside of this is that it is kind of power that is available to everyone. Learn to use the knowledge of the past and you will look like a genius, even when you are really just a clever borrower. Writers who have delved into human nature, ancient masteries of strategy, historians of human stupidity and folly, kings and queens who have learned the hard way how to handle the burdens of power, their knowledge is gathering dust, waiting for you to come and stand on their shoulders. Their wit can be your wit. Their skill can be your skill. And they never come around to tell people how unoriginal you really are. You can slog through life making endless mistakes, wasting time and energy trying to do things from your own experience, or you can use the armies of the past, as Bismarck once said. Fools say that they learn by experience. I prefer to profit by others' experience. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is some good stuff, guys. This is the 48 Laws of Power. This is law number 7 from Robert Greene. What we're saying is you either learn how to use the power or at least be aware of when the power is being used on you. This is Brother E signing out from Social Media Book Club. See you tomorrow.